Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Linesmen podcast, sponsored by HedgeBetter. We're here for episode 9, recap the Euros. You got RB on the mic here. We got Nick, Andy, and we got a new producer sitting in the chair right now, Noah. Noah, feel free to introduce yourself.
How we doing? I'm Noah.
We're ready to get after it. Noah, nice. We kind of introduced him last week on Monday, and he brought us the whole name "Everybody's Even on Monday,"
yep.
and
everyone,
my bad, everyone, every one of us. Yep. We'll kind of get into talking a little bit about that to start the show off.
I think you guys did all right, no?
No, Ryan did not. Ryan is happy he's even again on Monday. We'll get in. I think, you know what, I kind of want to start the episodes off. We're going to be here on Mondays. Let's just start the episodes off talking about the heartaches and the wins and the victories with our wallets, and then we can kind of get into a little bit of a recap. I think letting me talk my way back into being even on Mondays is going to be therapeutic. So
go for it, man. This is it. We're here to listen.
Yeah. So I started the week off pretty good last week. Moved up after Poland lost. I won 3 in a row.
There you go.
Feeling pretty
good.
sexy in the pocket.
That's nice.
But then I went on a nice string of losses. Let's see. I'll count them out here. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. And going down about 5 units. We're losing. I had Russia and Finland over 2. I had Turkey to draw. Italy, Swiss, I thought both of them were going to score goals. I don't know why. I was convinced Switzerland was going to come out and
be the one team to score a goal.
Italy's gone so long without giving up a goal that I'm like, one team, like it's going to have to happen. Like it's going to happen by accident, you know? Like just one of those fucking rips from the corner bouncing off somebody. I don't know.
Not the Swiss.
I'm going to have to just keep betting somebody to score against Italy. It's going to happen. It has to happen,
It
right?
might be Austria. Yeah.
It might have to be Austria.
Or it could be in the final there. We'll wait and see.
And then I know I've been hyping up the Netherlands, but for some reason, after watching Austria in the first game that they played, I was kind of a little nervous to take them.
Away?
I didn't necessarily fully walk away, but seeing Austria at +1 against the Netherlands had me feeling a little like, okay, we can get a draw here. Maybe Austria does end up winning. Maybe they're better than I thought. I know the Netherlands are kind of one of my teams that I'm been rooting for, thinking about going far. But I don't know. I was trying to kind of get in my own head about fading RB.
Regular RB would pick Netherlands. So if I don't want to be like RB, I'm gonna That's
I think the moral of the story is be more like RB.
Yeah. You reverse psychologied yourself.
Yeah,
I just never listened to RB at this point.
I take it in.
All in all,
I'll wait.
I ended the week at minus 6.4 units.
Oh man,
could have been worse. Yeah. But I mean, I missed out on my last bet. I had a double result for Spain. And so I had them winning the first half and finishing the game winning.
Nice.
But I also took a prop bet for Moreno to score. Ooh. And well, how the mighty have fallen. Watching that Moreno take that PK and just absolutely buzz it off the post. I mean, I watched my bet completely lose.
Yeah, completely
and
unravel.
it was basically like my face was that post.
Yeah.
And Moreno was just like, screw you, RB. And he just wailed me right in the nose.
That's tough.
That's 2 shiners and a broken nose.
As soon as that happened, I straight up was I put my phone away and I was just like, I'm not touching anything else. That type of bad luck. That man's not missing many PKs. Yeah, he's good.
Especially, and that's the deciding factor. That's the one that,
exactly.
That ties it all together, and
it would have been chef's kiss, if I had got it, but yeah, that's how it was. Yeah. So again, really happy that everyone's even on Monday again.
I went on a little bit of a tear from Tuesday to Saturday.
Yeah,
I won. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I won 10 games in a row, and then finally
my goodness,
and then finally on Saturday, I picked Portugal to win over Germany, but tough go.
Sorry, dog.
That's okay.
Hey, no, but that's out of those. So was that your last result?
So my last result was Sunday. I had Italy on the money line and Switzerland on the money line as well. So I finished positive on Sunday.
11-2.
11-2
from last Tuesday. So
yep,
what's
I'm
that?
up 10.5 units.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Nice.
Goodness.
Yeah,
that's how
I'm
you
on
do
fire.
it.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
So I think what we got to do is why don't seriously everyone's positive on Monday. If you're following Nicky's picks over here, Nick, you got to start giving out some of your picks. Then stop being a little cheapskate.
I will
let the boys' pockets also fill up.
Yeah, I'm trying to. You guys laugh at me when I make these picks. You're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm not sharing anymore.
Yeah, but now you have something to back it up. Before you were just blowing wind up our ass.
Yeah, that was true. That's true.
I was watching Germany Portugal with a friend, who had money on it, and so thankfully he was not overly celebratory, as the Portuguese just got worked,
smoked.
Yeah, so
just overall
that was just my heart sinking. But at least he didn't make it worse than it needed to be.
She might be right. Portugal might be overrated.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's honestly kind of starting to look like they're just a one-trick pony. Their back line is it's not very good. It's a liability at this point.
Look
you have Pepe in the back line. That's tough.
He looked real bad in that game too.
I think it was the last year. It was the last World Cup. He headbutted somebody to take a red card for no reason at all. It's like, come on. You're yelling at him, but like the dude was on the ground. And he just like threw a headbutt at him and then tried to walk away. It's like you're the starting center back. You don't just take silly reds like that because there's a reason why the guy behind you isn't playing. It's you.
Yeah, that's painful.
He's.
We'll get into that group. Yeah, we'll get into that. That's going to be our final group to talk about because that is the most intriguing group for sure.
For sure.
So we're going to finish. We'll finish out with the group of death there. Well, why don't we just jump right into Nicky's dark horse, talking about that Italy team. They have just come out in this Euros and just dominated.
Shocked
Mambo
everybody.
Italiano. They are ripping it up. I mean, but if you looked at those results in the last, it's something stupid. Like 15 plus or 10 games, something like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I can't remember exactly the number, but
they haven't given up a goal.
They haven't conceded a goal in 7 games or something like that.
So yeah. Come on.
This is why I've been betting against that. And ain't no way you go that long.
And they're undefeated over even more. So they're doing really well. And this isn't the old Italy of just a defensive like workhorse. Like they are making a lot happen up front. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they only took
a goal away from Wales.
But still like there's so much there. There's so many options.
Yeah.
And then in the back that they're not conceding much. Chiellini on the flip side of Pepe being like an old wily vet out there, probably in his last tournament, maybe the World Cup, but who knows? Probably not.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's doing exactly what he needs to do back there, and they're looking good. We mentioned Donnarumma in the back too. He's doing what he needs to do.
He left halfway. He left. I think he got subbed out in like the 70th minute or something to go finalize his transfer to PSG or something like that.
No way.
We know. Yeah, this is a sure thing.
Yeah, when you get a back line like that, like Italy has, it's going to be tough for teams to score. But honestly, it's a lot different because they have so many options attacking wide.
Yeah, you need to score on it. Like you can't let it go 0-0 for a long time against this Italian team. Like I think the Italians have the edge. And they're scoring first, and obviously all of these games, but yeah, I don't know. They look really, really, really good.
And I mean, the other thing too with just getting the 1 goal there. I mean, they sat a lot of guys in this game.
They did
just because of the yellow cards, just trying to kind of push themselves through. Yeah. But I think that I found myself being really impressed with Verratti and Chiesa. They look. Chiesa, is that how you say it?
I like Verratti a lot.
Chiesa. This is me not being able to pronounce people names.
It's Buffalo.
I'm from Mass, dude.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah, I'm from the old country of the Cape Cod. So those two guys I found really had an impressive showing against Wales, and there could have been plenty more goals scored in that game just from the way that those two were playing. I know that I had Bellotti on my on my fantasy team, but he's not very good.
I have crawled back into 4th place.
Nice.
Today.
I crawled out of the basement.
But you didn't crawl out of the basement.
You know who's also not very good was a lot of people's kind of backdoor favorites here, the Turks. They just look bad.
They're a bad team.
They don't. I said it too. I'll admit, hyping them up a little bit, having some faith. They have done next to nothing. They got worked by Switzerland. They've been getting thumped everywhere they turn. They don't have much going for them. Yeah, they have a couple of those nice players, but they're not doing all that much.
No, and I mean,
Calhanoglu, he just transferred to from Inter from AC Milan to Inter. So I mean, that's like the best thing happening in that Turkish club, I guess.
They've scored one goal the whole tournament.
Yeah,
right.
They have the worst goal differential in the entire out of all the teams.
And this was a team that people were like, yeah, I liked them early, but like teams like Finland, even Northern Macedonia scored a goal in every game.
Yeah.
Like,
fucking dude, score a goal, will you?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
come on. They got one. They've gotten 1 out of 3 games, but like, yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah, I mean, and they didn't score today, but
yeah, because even the I mean, it was them. No, I'm sorry, it was the Finns and there was one other team that was Hungary, that were way out of favor. Like people really like Turkey, and they have 0 chance. Both Finland and Hungary actually have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they didn't do it. And Wales going through, sealed the deal there.
Yep.
With that 2-win victory over Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Swiss also, they have a chance here.
They do.
He's sitting with 4 points.
Yeah.
Sitting pretty.
They're doing all right.
They just need someone to lose. They're just getting absolutely thumped.
They're just sitting and waiting, keeping their fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're also sitting. I know that we talked about one thing we should mention just is that the next kind of 4 teams that go in, what can help break those ties, right? We go into points, and then it's
points first, goal differential, and then it's goals scored, and then I believe it's goals allowed. And then at that point, because it's just a tournament, there's no home away favor. It's just a coin toss.
Mm-hmm.
From there, I'm pretty sure. So it's really important to put goals in the back of the net. They have a couple. They don't have a ton of goals, but I mean, them putting +2 from Turkey, who knows? It could come through. They have a -1 goal differential. They've scored only 4. There's other teams though that also have like 4, but realistically, like it's a group of death is the one that's going to have the highest goals scored probably out of there for 3rd place.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So right now, Switzerland with 4 goals, if that's the first tiebreak after the goal difference, they're in okay shape.
Yeah. So they just got to hope, I guess. 4. I mean, it still looks like 4 points is going to be right there on the line.
Yeah. 4 points is better than 3 points.
Yeah.
For sure. So if I'm a Swiss fan, I'm waiting with bated breath, but I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I have dreams there going to the next round.
Yeah. That kind of takes us into one of those other teams sitting there at 3rd place. Finland is in Group B. I don't know if they really have a chance to get in.
No, they have super cool jerseys though. The ones they wore today against Belgium look sick.
Fire.
It's like it just looks like a giant Finnish flag with a little bit dark. It's not as blue.
Yeah,
that's the Finnish flag. But yeah,
the Jersey boys.
They look cool.
They look cool.
But yeah, they're gonna need a lot more help to get through.
Yeah. They need a lot of teams to just get
a lot of things
work.
to just get hammered.
3 points, -2 goal differential. They've only scored 1.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's looking like they're done.
But that game today against Belgium, I mean, they looked pretty good against Belgium.
Yeah, they held on for a while.
Yeah, it took Belgium a long time to take that first goal. And then Lukaku is looking really good. He's got 3 goals here in the tournament.
Yep.
He's
lighting it up.
Looking like one of the better strikers out here.
Yes.
And at least one of the guys that people are like, he should be doing that.
Yeah.
Some of the other people that I hyped up, like Lewandowski, he's kind of just
at the bed.
He got a goal,
but he's not doing what he's not producing.
Yeah.
In the kind of numbers that people are expecting. Granted, it's a long way to go if they sneak through, but that Denmark-Russia game.
Yeah. I think that's
was wild. So good. Denmark beat Russia 4-1 to get into the 2nd spot to guarantee next round berth. And they needed 2 goals. They needed 2 to make sure that they're good because otherwise they would have fallen out third place. Should have been maybe a goal differential thing, but they did it. They scored 4. That 4th goal had me screaming in my living room, screaming out loud. It was insane.
Yeah.
Just electric. The whole stadium is just losing their minds because of the last goal, and this guy just laser beams it. I mean, the whole country of Denmark. Christensen. The whole country of Denmark is partying.
Yeah. I mean, what a story.
Oh my God.
Just what a story. It's awesome. I think that's what we wanted to see happen.
Yeah.
We talked about that right after,
We were so sad that they had lost.
Exactly.
Come on, Finland. Give them a break.
Right? And
that's what Finland gets.
And now that's what happened. But
what you deserve there.
It's good to see because, crushing underneath that weight can either lift you, or pull you down. Having kind of like that type of emotional pull happen. So it's good to see it pushed them.
Yeah. So apparently the Denmark coach, I don't remember his name, but he was in the 2nd division of the Dutch league, and he had a player get struck by lightning, and the exact same thing happened.
Oh my God!
Happened to his player that happened to Christian Eriksen.
Did they win the title?
They got promoted.
That's sick.
So I mean,
quarterfinal, semifinal, maybe.
He knows how
something
to,
in the cards.
I guess he knows how to direct his players after someone died.
He's secretly giving people heart attacks.
Yeah. What is he putting in their drinks, man?
Yeah, Jesus.
But yeah.
Too many vodka.
And after tragedy comes adversity. And they've done everything. They've done everything that they could to make sure that for their boy who went down with a heart attack, that they're gonna do everything they can to at least make some noise in this tournament. Because they also were very fortunate of being one of those host countries.
Yep.
They played their 3 games against home or with home fans.
Yeah, I don't know if this would have been the same if they were somewhere else going through this. I honestly, I don't think that it's the same. I think that having that fandom behind you, and Finland was a cool story and fun because of the way that they handled it too. I mean, wearing the jerseys and or the shirts, saying "Get well soon, Eriksson," like all that stuff. I think they handled that with all class. And it really made it made it like more fun. Like it was like we're in this together. People saw it.
Yeah, it's beyond this tournament at this point. Yeah, like we had a player here be considered dead on the field, and he's alive. So let's remember that.
Speaking of Wales, making their way in, that's who they'll be matched up against.
Yeah, Denmark.
Oh
I'm excited for that one. Yeah. It's gonna be wide open.
Yeah.
I wonder what the lines are gonna be if they've already been set.
I said it before we started recording that if I was Wales, I don't want to be playing Denmark. They're not playing. They are not playing in Copenhagen though.
I don't think if they had won the group, I think that game's in Copenhagen for.
But I think they're playing in St. Petersburg. I want to say I'm not 100% sure, but Denmark on that emotional high after coming, after that huge win today, I'd be worried if I was Wales. Wales has kind of been, they squeaked by. They're kind of underachieving team for as good as they can be. They have a lot of potential, but they like watching them play. I'm just like, I don't know.
It's funny because they made that run in the Euro, but then they didn't make the World Cup. So maybe like they don't have the experience I think necessary for what they just rode the same magic that the Iceland team rode that Euro. It's not happening for them here. But yeah, this game will be in Amsterdam. So pretty close for all those Danes to be.
Yeah. And that's going to be in support. Saturday at 12. It looks like they set the time.
Yep.
So that's going to be the Saturday at 12 o'clock game.
Yep.
That'll be
that's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a heck
we
of a
might
match.
need to figure a way to go watch that game, and then it's Italy Austria same day.
That's gonna be a good one.
Wow, boys! Saturday's looking fun.
And then we've got one more group completely set, Group C.
Yep. We got the Netherlands, who are looking like an absolute wagon.
Yeah,
as well.
Powerhouse there. They're doing it.
They
big.
play straightforward. It's just no bullshit, no side to side,
no frills,
up and down.
When you got speed like that,
yeah.
And you know that when it's not working like that, they'll just go play total football because they're just a bunch of Dutchmen. So what else? What else do they do? If not just all out attack, they'll just possess and move it around and make and expose people.
Yeah, they're
and that front two, just doing it big. Depay looks so good.
What a career he's having now.
Yeah, I thought because it was a few years ago where he was breaking through and everybody was all over him, all about him, and then he kind of took a dip. He was still a good player, still by no means a slouch, but it looked like the star power kind of faded, but right now he is all over it. He looks nasty.
For me, watching him too, it's not necessarily like what he does when he's got the ball. It's what he's doing off the ball.
His runs off the ball are insane.
It's the way that he's just moving around and finding the right space.
That space,
and he just seems to be in the right spot. You know,
it's the Dutch way.
Yeah,
it really is.
And they're feeding him.
Yeah,
I mean they are feeding him.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's doing
that tandem is insane.
Yeah, he doesn't give a hoot either. He's just having fun out there.
He is. But some of those goals that they score are just absolutely rockets.
Yeah, they score.
They don't score tricklers, man. They're scoring absolute rockets. They're not creeping over the line. They're beating the keeper even if he has a hand on it.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
They look like a strong team to be making some noise. They're definitely. I think they're definitely going to win their first round.
Yeah,
they're going to the quarterfinals.
Yep.
It's what the matchup will be after that and moving forward, but.
The Dutch have
darn
two of the top scorers in the tournament so far.
Yeah, Depay and Wijnaldum.
Depay and Wijnaldum. Yep.
Are they both on 3 goals?
So Wijnaldum has 3.
Depay
has 2.
2. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, you got 5 goals out of your top two
guys.
Out of your 2 forwards
in 3 games.
Yeah. So you're looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident if I'm wearing that Dutch orange.
Well, yeah. It was great for them too to get to light back. So. Having him being back there at center back just stabilizes that back line for them. So and now that they're going to be sturdier on
Stecklenburg
D while they're just up there scoring. I mean, it's a dangerous team. That's why I'm mad at fading myself because this is the team that I was saying I'm like excited to watch continue to move.
Well, and too, let's think about it that they let up 2 goals that first game against Ukraine,
and they didn't have
not
to.
One
they
since,
still won that game.
Not one since.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think. I love watching that team play.
Yeah,
I'll say it. They're just so fun to watch.
And I talk about jerseys. Their jerseys are sick.
I love it. And I love everybody, all the crazy Dutch people in the stands, decked out in that like creamsicle orange. Just wearing wigs. They have fun. The Dutch know how to have a good time.
They do it now.
And they do it on the field too. And they look like they're enjoying themselves. And when you're enjoying yourself,
you're dangerous.
You catch breaks too because everybody's loose. Everybody's having
fun.
Yeah, you're just doing it. Yeah, so they're looking good. Austria is the other team guaranteed a spot. They beat the Ukrainians 1-0 just the other day. We were kind of talking them up a little bit. We liked them. We thought they were going to give them a good chance against the Dutch, but it didn't really happen. But they did it against the Ukrainians.
Yeah. And that Ukraine team is good. I like that team. They're a very solid team. But Alaba, man, again.
Yep.
Great service.
I mean,
unbelievable.
And in games like that, especially with teams like on that second level, you got to get goals from set pieces. If you're getting corners and free kicks, you need to score.
Yep. And I mean, just continues his good play. We were just talking about. I mean, I think you guys were just basically calling him a star last week. He is an absolute star.
Yeah, and on this Austrian team,
it's just an absolute star.
Yeah, he is the star.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that, and then I mean, I've been a big fan of watching Sabitzer as well. So I think that they've been moving him around a lot too in their lineups. Like they've moved him to forward, they've been put him at center mid.
Utility.
He just kind of plays every single role. And I think it's wicked fun to kind of watch the way that he kind of seems like he's their quarterback out there.
Yeah.
Kind of more setting it up. Yeah.
Baumgartner's been playing all over the place too.
Yeah, he decided to move from San Francisco, throwing 7-inning no-hitters to scoring in the Euros.
But yeah, it seems like it's one of those teams too where everybody knows that that's what they got to do to win, so they don't care. They're like, okay, put me anywhere you need.
Yep.
And obviously, there's a belief, there's trust in the coach to be doing that because you don't see sour faces when people are getting subbed and they're changing tactics. So they're feeling themselves. Do they have their matchups set yet?
They are playing.
They're playing Italy, so that's unfortunate. They're going up against the powerhouse.
Nope. That is going to be the closest game that the Italians have had this entire tournament.
Yeah, that will be their real test.
This is if Italy makes it to the semifinal or the quarterfinal, if they go through a defensively sound team
like
who plays team football like Austria, it's going to be 1-0. I'm going to guarantee it.
1-0 to the Italians.
1-0 to the Italians.
When in doubt, bet the unders.
When in doubt, give the ball to the Italians.
Yes. No. Yeah. It's that'll be a fun game to watch.
I'm sad to see the Ukraine team not be able to make it in.
They've got a long shot chance, but they're not totally out. They did finish in third. What, 3 points?
Four goals, 3 points, a -1 score differential. It's going to be hovering there.
Yeah, they could be the lowest.
Yeah, they're going to have to be the lowest. Just with 3 points, that's tough.
But there's some other. Yeah, there's always a way for it to kind of.
There's always a chance.
Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance.
The fact that they were able to put 4 goals in, I think, is what's going to be kind of their saving grace.
Yep.
Yeah. And that was against the Netherlands. I think they put up two or three against the Netherlands.
Two
against
the Dutch. Two against the Macedonians, and then they were.
They got lucky that they got to play against them without Delight.
Yeah, but Austria was the only team to hold them scoreless.
Yeah. Moving on though.
Yep.
To Group D. Group D. What an underwhelming group.
Yeah.
I'll say it right now.
Yeah.
Underwhelming, but the Czechs, what a team.
They're a thriller.
All of a sudden, like
they're the only team I care about in this group now.
Yeah. I want to be rooting for England, but they're just so boring, man.
It's bland.
It's so boring.
It's a bland team.
With all that speed.
Southgate sucks.
All those stars, those young stars, man.
And they're not doing
And they're just
shit.
boring us. Like, 1 goal. Granted, they haven't played their third game yet, but they're going up against Czech next.
Yeah,
like
the best
leader,
team.
the
leader.
So
of the group.
they played the 2 worst teams so far.
And
Scotland hasn't scored yet.
Yeah.
And that was one of the teams that they played. You know.
But I mean, we were talking about that last week. That's an emotional game, and I mean, the Scots almost took it there at the end too. Like, it wasn't like, oh my God, England is just so like this is just never gonna happen. Like, knocking on the door. No, they're just like, they're just not really doing all that much.
They're not doing jack shit.
Yeah.
And for another team, people talked about pre-tournament. Even myself, we were kind of like, they could do it. No, they.
Yep.
Yeah, but when we were saying that they were going to do it, it was definitely going to be one of those more like stalwart defenses. Like, they're hard to score against.
Yeah.
That's kind of what was going to push them through. Not necessarily like any excitement from their players. Yeah. But I mean, even this, I'm looking just quickly again at the Scotland England game, and Scotland outshot them. I mean, that is shocking to me to be outshot.
Not shocked.
Like, it shouldn't be happening.
Yeah. And because realistically, they might not even make they could fall out. I mean, they would finish it with 4, but
they'd be in third place.
If the Czechs beat them, say like 2-0. Yeah, they're another -1 4-point team, third place.
Yeah,
and not a very inspiring third place team.
No,
maybe it'll come. I mean, the Portuguese did win the last tournament coming out of the
from
third.
3. Yeah,
but
with the Portuguese, not out of a group like this.
Yeah, with the Portuguese, it was a tougher group, and it was like hard fought games. Like, they were scoring goals. Like, the Hungary game was like 3-3.
Well, then they also have Ronaldo too. Yeah. It's like who's that?
Who's the X factor? Yeah,
wasn't on shit so far, right?
Raheem Sterling with only 1 goal, dude. That guy, as soon as he gets the ball, his head is down, looking at the ground.
Oh yeah,
not looking anywhere in the field, and he's just looking.
Because he must not have a lot of faith
Rashford
in the guys around him. Then he's my ball.
Is it that, or is he just a fucking idiot? I'm saying the latter.
Runs like a pig.
He runs like a pig. He's a ball hawk. He's a ball hawk. Yeah. Even if he's not, even if his head's up, if he has Harry Kane wide open in the box, he's still going to take it and try to get.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't have a guy like that playing with Harry Kane, because Harry Kane's sitting there open.
To be fed.
He's open. Yeah. Even when he's not, he's open. Just kick the ball at him.
Jadon Sancho's on the bench. Jadon Sancho's on the bench. He should not be on the bench.
They did start Grealish this game, so I mean,
but it wasn't enough. Enough.
I saw something funny. I don't remember which player it was from Scotland, but somebody was saying they got some insider info on how to get into Grealish's head. And apparently it's just kind of talk him up, like tell him he's pretty. And he's like telling him about his hair, like all this like
really
things.
Nice
and he's like, I just said, it's just like asking him. I was like, hey man, like you had a really good season this year. Good for you. How do you get your hair to look so perfect all the time? Like, I'm just picturing like how funny that is. Somebody's just like reverse psychology, like not talking shit. They're like just saying all the nicest things. Like, you're pretty.
That would throw me off.
I mean,
the second somebody says, how do you keep your hair so perfect? You know, they're just messing with
You have to, but if you're that guy though, if that's something that gets in your head, like that's
one way to
funny.
do it.
I mean,
he
was fouled 8 times in 10 mintes as soon as he got onto the pitch.
Yeah, they're gonna shove him around.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let him have a free run there.
But he draws defenders.
Yeah.
He draws defenders. That creates
Because
space for other guys.
They know he can do stuff. They know he's a good player.
England's back line has been their best.
Has been their best part of
this tournament.
Yikes.
Yeah, and then and with that check, the thing about them possibly being able to put up a couple goals against them.
That guy Schick is nasty.
Is he the player of the tournament so far right now?
Tied for top scorer with
Kinda.
Lukaku.
Right?
Memphis Depay.
Nope.
I'm saying player of the tournament. Depay is dominated.
You think Depay?
But Schick is also just looking like a beast. I mean, man of the match in that first game, with 2 sick goals.
Yep.
Scored again in the second game. Well, let's honestly, like, Depay's played 3 games and we just saw him today, so it might be a little bit fresher in our minds.
Yeah.
But let's see, like, if Schick has another decent game, I mean, to me, he might be the player of the tournament.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
He just carried Czech Republic to the top
of this group,
right? Like over England, one of the top 3 favorites to win.
Lukaku's also playing.
Well, yeah,
crazy.
he's a freak too.
And I mean,
but again, he's supposed to, right?
Yeah,
like, and he's on a team that
he's
has that power around him,
Yeah.
to build him up. Like,
And I mean,
Schick's just out here just dominating. I don't know. He's got some guys, but he's really just doing it himself.
Yeah.
They're just that team just clicks, and he's a big part of it. He's a catalyst there. So, yeah, in terms of player of the tournament, I'd like that. I'd love to see somebody like Patrick Schick win player of the tournament.
Yeah.
Like if they make a semi run or something, that'd be wild.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun to watch. And I got some good friends that are from Czech, so I love to check in on them and see if they're watching any of these games and how psyched up that they are about this.
But the Croats, maybe they'll squeak it out, but I don't know. They're not looking great. They're playing Scotland to get that 3rd place in, but they're fading. England looks like they're fading. The only one that I think will, right as of me talking right now on Monday night, the only team that I have much faith in to make a long run would be the Czechs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if Croatia can actually put in some goals, because they're going to need
it.
They're going to need to win 2-3-0. I think, to even have a chance
to be in that spot.
I'm thinking that England, it's not coming home.
Yeah,
it's not coming home.
Well,
this year, but boys, I'm sorry.
Over to Group E. I think this is probably one of the more shocking groups.
Yeah, way more
from what we thought. Poland and Spain, I think, were kind of like some of our favorites.
Yeah, I thought that both of those teams are going to do pretty good.
And they're just, stinking.
Yeah, laying eggs out there.
Sweden, I picked them as my third, one of the 3 spots to come out. And, I know that they had been playing unbelievably well. They haven't lost a game in a long time, but they don't really do anything
but they're
to
at
be
the
top of the group. Like, they only have 1 goal. Like, could this be one of those stories where they just get absolutely pummeled by Spain and end up not making it?
Yeah, because it's like they finally got tested.
Yeah.
But maybe Slovakia,
or actually,
Spain,
wait, are they not? They already played Spain though, didn't they?
No, they play Spain.
No, they play Poland.
It's Spain, Sweden.
Oh, sorry, my
Spain,
bad.
Sweden.
That's on me.
No, it's Spain, Sweden.
No, it's definitely Sweden, Poland. I'm looking at it right now. Spain and Sweden played in that first game,
was the first
and
match.
it was just like I think it was a 0-0 draw.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
Yeah. That's why we forgot about it.
Yeah, because it was.
It's a very forgettable, boring game.
Like both of these teams could be.
Yeah, like this whole group really is.
Yeah, this isn't one that drew eyes. There's very little goals in this group.
Yeah, Lewandowski is the only reason why we were even looking at Poland doing anything.
Yeah, and I thought that they were gonna do something. Nice throw.
Nice catch, boys.
But yeah, so the Poles weren't doing much. I think the Slovakian side and the Swedish side though are like doing more.
Yeah,
they're making more. They're playing more exciting. Spain has something there always. You have to give them that chance. They have put themselves in a good position by not losing here, but
I just got to see some more power out there in terms of the actual threats at the goal. Moreta and Moreno are the only 2 guys that are really going to do anything.
That's tough for your attacking choices too, because they're 2 guys who aren't really they're not prolific goal
no,
scorers.
yeah, just gonna hammer the ball in the net, and
they're kind of the support attack. They're kind of the support guys on their respective teams too.
They're the playmaker,
Yeah.
not the finishers.
Yeah, they don't finish. They can't finish. I'll say it.
It's unfortunate.
I don't care.
Yeah,
They just need a little bit of extra love. Maybe somebody needs to tell them that they're pretty.
yeah.
They'll be able to finish it.
Bring back Fernando Torres, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, I don't have much.
The only thing that I'll say about this group is that it is the only one I think that really is coming down to the wire where like the number one could fall all the way completely out of the tournament.
This could
quickly.
be a very exciting round on Wednesday.
Yeah, so I mean we're gonna have to see that.
This is
coming
tomorrow.
up in
This group is. Oh no, this group is Wednesday.
Yeah, this
You're
one's
right,
Wednesday.
Right.
So coming up in 2 days. I mean, Sweden, Poland. If Poland just comes out and just somehow learns how to score in Sweden, which it seems like nobody really can. They haven't been scored on. So I think that seeing that, maybe they break that in. Lewandowski actually steps up and puts in a couple.
He needs to.
Then
absolutely needs
all of a
to.
sudden, Sweden's out and Poland could be in.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Sweden's
this could
got
be a
that
huge
old school
jump here.
Italian defense mindset.
Yeah, just park the
bus and then find an opening.
And Slovakia,
one goal.
Spain, like I looked at that before and I'm like, all right, Spain could win by 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They haven't been scoring right now, so
the
maybe
Slovakian team
just saying it.
look, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, all they needed was a
the
win.
Slovakian team. They're doing okay. They're not doing, but yes, if Spain actually hits a stride and like gets it out of first gear, then yes, this could be a 4-0 game. Mm-hmm. But if Slovakia can take one early or just kind of hassle them and then maybe take one at 40, like right around halftime or right after, like then Spain is going to start feeling all the pressure.
Yeah.
And so far, maybe they need that because I think Spain probably walked into this group thinking, we got this.
They got punched in the face.
We're in no matter we're in no matter what.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where they've kind of set themselves up to be kind of in no matter what, but if they don't win, they have 2 points, and 2 points will not be enough.
No, they need a decision.
Yeah, they need a win to guarantee it. Otherwise, because we're talking about three points is not all that, but it'd be 3 points with a goal with positive goal difference.
Yeah,
which might do it for them, but yeah, I don't know. They need to put it into second, third, fourth gear to look like a team that can really give this tournament a run. Because right now they don't. They just don't.
They just don't get enough opportunities on net. I think that's their big problem. Like we just said.
Yeah.
They just if they have those opportunities, they had some sitters.
Yeah.
Well, they need to put in the net.
I mean, let me tell you,
can't waste.
I complained about them at the top of the show. Losing me my last two bets there. Moreno missing the PK.
Yeah, that's
it's like you're
PK.
literally handed a free goal in a tournament that you
have
haven't scored in. Like where you need to score goals to try to get yourself in, and you miss those.
Take a breath and put it in the corner.
Seriously.
Don't try to do anything fancy. Just fucking power.
Yeah. So
unbelievable.
So I mean, that's really what it is. So I hope I have Spain going pretty deep in my bracket. So,
but this
Spain
game
was in the quarterfinal.
This game might be the urgency they needed. It might be. I had them. I had the Croatians going through, so that's not going to happen. But anyways, maybe they need this little bit of fire under their butts to finally just go and play. Yeah, because they haven't been doing that.
Happy I'll be working from home on Wednesday, so I can actually watch these games and actually like make noise and not pretend like it's not on my computer.
Yeah.
You got Vacation Andy. He's going to be screaming.
Vacation Andy,
I'm working part-time. Don't worry about it. Just a little bit. I might take strategic
days.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Moving on to our final group, the group of death. So Group F, man, their also final round's going to be on Wednesday. And it's looking like all of a sudden it's gonna mean more than what we thought. Yeah. For who's going to be where. Hungary has... I just want to give all the props to Hungary. I mean, to hang with these boys and still getting a point out. Yeah. They put in a goal. This is the hardest group. These are the top three out of the maybe 5 teams in the whole tournament that Hungary had to play each round. So it's just good for them for sticking in. They didn't get beat. Like in any of these games, they didn't look like they were just way overmatched.
They got a result against France. They tied France.
They tied the best team in the tournament.
Yeah,
the best.
Arguably the
top team next to maybe Belgium.
and it was electric at home. The place was singing. The place,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
And it's
When they
a
scored that
shame
goal.
that last game here is going to be Germany.
I thought the roof was gone.
I thought all the fans were just gonna fall
Collapse.
off the field.
Yeah.
As soon as you scored the goal, you saw
Flooded.
all the fans just
Yeah.
run
it
up
was
to the front.
crazy scenes, absolute scenes.
And
in
then
Budapest.
France ends up coming and scoring too, and you're just like, all right, so maybe this is they're just gonna turn it on, put in a couple goals,
Nope.
and they didn't.
No,
Hungary
they-
held down,
Yeah.
buckled in. So I mean, good for them. That's got to be something that they'll take away. They already knew from the jump coming out of this group was next to an impossible.
They've got
task.
nothing to lose, though.
Yeah, so
they've got nothing to lose.
They do
'cause
have to
nobody
play
expects them.
Germany next, though,
And-
and
The
wow,
line shaft.
oh my God, do
I
they
was saying
look?
that last week, and
Do
that's
they
what they
look
look
tough?
Pre-tournament, we were fading the
Machine.
heck out of Germany.
like. No, well, I talked a lot of smack, but then
We kind of worked our way back
Then I
into
pulled
it.
I pulled the magic curtain
yeah,
back,
yeah.
and my bracket had them going deep. Like when they're in it.
When they're on, they're on.
I have them semifinalists. We both have them semifinalists.
Yeah, we do.
Brennan
I
and
also have them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're going deep. Like I think they'll go deep, but I don't know. There were question marks, and they're answering every single last one of them. They got a couple own goals, obviously, against Portugal in that game to win 4-2.
But they put themselves in that position to have those own goals.
Yeah, the first own goal was like a guy trying to clear it off the line, and it just bounces the wrong way off his shin. But you're putting a ball 2 yards off the end line, off the goal line. Like, yeah, things bounce.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and when you're playing like that, the way the Germans did, yeah, they bounce your way.
And that was a tough game to watch in terms of Portugal. I mean, Rafa Silva was looking terrible.
He was getting turned around.
Oh my God, he looked lost, completely lost. I will say the one thing that was kind of was this the game that got the red card, right? Or am I mixing it up?
That was the Italian
Italy,
game.
Wales.
Italy, Wales.
Oh, Wales got that. I forgot to mention that. I had it in my notes. That red card stunk. That same ref is the only one so far that has tossed another person out in the Euros. So there's only been 2 people tossed out of a game so far. It was both underneath this guy, which I think is kind of wild.
It's just trigger happy.
It's
What a
just
fucking hardo.
Oh God, dude, relax on it. You know?
Was it more of one of those things where he let them get a little too physical and then had to like?
Well, the play itself,
Really?
like, if you didn't
He
see,
hit the ball. He got studs up.
He got
on the
studs
guy.
up a little,
Yeah.
but like on his foot, like it wasn't up by
Yeah.
his knee or anything. It's a strong yellow, definitely a yellow. But to drop a red in the Euros,
Like a dark yellow.
yeah, a dark yellow.
It's turning orange, maybe
Yeah.
almost.
It's on
Some
its way
might
to
call
a
it
red,
red.
but not
Yeah.
really.
Yeah,
Blood
but so
orange.
and that was so the first own goal too. Here in the back to the Portugal game, the first own goal was Ruben Diaz. He's a stud.
Arguably the best center back in
So
the Premier League this
We're
year.
talking about how their back line is what we're nervous about. That's what's been playing bad.
little shaky.
And Ruben Diaz is a monster.
Yeah.
So I don't get whose fault it is back there.
I think it might have been on that side
it
that
just-
Guerrero's on.
Yeah,
that
same
he got beat, and then Diaz, like I said, was just like he was behind his goalie, trying to clear the line.
Yeah.
but it just bounced the wrong way.
And then he had to play himself in the position that he did too. There's
Yeah,
nothing he
he
could
was
do
stuck
to
there.
not get that own
Yeah.
goal. But it was bad. But it was Guerrero.
It's too bad.
He was just constantly out of position.
They were just
Yeah.
the Germans probably saw him as the weak point.
Yeah.
And tactically were like, run at him, pass
Seriously.
the ball around him, make him spin around, fall down, do whatever, attack that side, because they were running it. And again, every time in the first 15 was wave after wave of German. But then in 10 seconds, I think it was, that Cristiano Ronaldo and the Portuguese broke out. This is the first goal he's ever scored against Germany. He's played Germany 4 times.
That's crazy too.
I believe all in the Euros or maybe even in World Cups. He's never beaten Germany. So this maybe was just kind of those written in the stars kind of games that the Germans were always going to win. But man, did they look good.
It was a
Oh
really
God.
really sexy goal too. That counter, it was a strong
bang,
counter.
bang, boom.
Yeah, it was
It
everything.
looked like Ronaldo was just floating on air.
Yeah, he was just
seriously.
he kind of drifted off sides, but then they passed it out to the wing, and then I don't know who was it that caught that.
Diogo Jota
it
got
Jota?
that ball.
Yeah, Jota just
Yeah.
running up the left side, perfectly timed pass, perfectly timed run. He gets it. It's 2-on-1.
Jota kind of curved his run at the end there to stay on sides.
Just exactly what you want, especially out of a counter where you have speed. You want the ball at Ronaldo's feet, but it's got to get there in due time. And they just perfect goal, perfect, but right away almost towards what was it, another 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
But then they got 2 own goals like that,
and
and
all
all the
just
wind
like
went out of the Portuguese sails.
It was tough.
Portugal just needs a better set of defensive midfielders.
A little bit more consistency there because they want to attack. I feel like that's what they want to push up. They want to.
Well, they're playing a 4-2-3-1, so I think that's also kind of like if you're not what they had Carvalho and Pereira back
Carvalho
there,
are just
they should
tough.
they're supposed to be they're your sitters, right?
And I like both of those guys, but they just didn't. They
were playing just so up. They were pushing forward so much the whole game. Like they knew that they needed to score, that they were just giving up these counter runs just like instantly.
Listen, if I'm Santos, the Portuguese coach, I'm taking out Carvalho and Pereira. I'm putting in Ruben Neves and what's his name?
William.
No, João Matinho.
Oh yeah, he hasn't seen all that much of the field.
I put in João Matinho and Ruben Neves, and that midfield is completely transformed.
Yeah.
They might have a chance.
But they're gonna need to play that against France.
Yeah.
Because
they
need the result. They can't. A tie would be okay, but a win is way better for their Euro's sake.
Yeah. I'm taking out Semedo. I might put in Dalot. He's been playing pretty well throughout the season at Milan.
In the last game though, the first Portuguese game, Jota was making me upset. He kept making silly mistakes, silly plays, silly things, silly decisions.
Yeah.
Poor decisions.
He was good in this game.
Yeah, in this game he redeemed himself. But that first one, I was like, why is this guy? When he was on the team sheet again, I was like, why is he out here? What is he doing?
Especially when you have Andre Silva there too, who could easily jump in there and play with Ronaldo.
Yeah,
I think his speed with Ronaldo would be something that would be fun to watch, and more than just like your super sub type of style.
Yeah, give him a half hour.
Yeah, let him change him out for the second half.
Man.
Yeah,
let
start him either at the beginning or at the end of 45.
And if he's not doing it, take him out. Or if you want to take Jota in there, then
they have all the subs they want. It's not that they're still limited to these 3 subs.
Yeah,
so go nuts. But the Germans, man. Gnabry was running around. He was doing his thing. Havertz got a goal. Thomas Muller always looks good. Toni Kroos can put a ball on a dime if he wants to.
Yep.
In the back line, Rudiger and Hummels. Hummels looked out of sorts against the French, but he played better. And,
he kind of picked up his game there a little bit.
And Rudiger also played good.
He's a kind of a freak.
Who? Rudiger?
Yeah.
Biting people,
biting Pogba in the first game. Like he's just out there. Like it looks like he's got like the mask on. Yeah, the Batman mask on, dude. Like that black mask.
Reminds me of Aubameyang. From Dortmund.
Yeah, he's just. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, he just looks like he wants to take somebody's face off.
Everything is different since he put on the mask.
Yeah.
He looks mad.
He's playing with some anger, which I guess it's good for the Germans back there.
I mean, he can't be. He's got to be careful though, because if he's flying into everything, he could either hurt himself or just
hurt somebody else or take
cards. Yeah, and it's not going to look good.
And he's a big dude too, so that's a body to be thrown around.
But I think the Germans will see the Hungarians off pretty smoothly. I don't think that's going to be a. Who knows? Hungary will look to definitely try and hold on, get a point, do something.
If Hungary can get a point,
but I don't think the Germans did that to the Portuguese, and the Portuguese kind of had a defensive mindset. They knew what was going to happen. They kind of knew.
Yeah.
And Hungary doesn't have the same they need a break to happen, right? That's what they got against France. They had a bad break for the French. And they countered, went in, goal. I don't really see the Germans giving away a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be what we're going to have to. I think that it's going to be fun to watch these games because
Portugal France has got to be the big one.
Yeah, Portugal France is a huge game.
Massive.
Is a huge game. Yeah, definitely take the over in that game. Unless you're sitting at 3. I'm assuming it's going to be at 2.5. They just kind of always keep these at 2.5.
Yeah,
these games have all been at 2.5.
Yeah,
and I love it.
2 or 2.5, and I've been taking the under. You got to take the under on most of them, except for last week, like a psychopath. I thought everything was going to change. I'm trying to fade myself so hard.
I took the under on one game and just completely regretted it.
Yeah, I took the under on one game too, and it was the Portugal-Germany game.
Yeah, the 6-goal thriller.
6 goals, the only one that's had 6 goals in it. Jesus.
I took the under on. I took the under on.
Yeah, and today there was a 5-goal game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took the under on Ukraine and Northern Macedon.
Oh, okay.
And that hit the over.
That hit the over, yeah.
Yeah, 3 goals.
Yeah, but that wasn't not bad. So why don't we just quickly look ahead then, and who do we like coming out? Go through our brackets. Who's going to be coming out? What's going to end up happening here in these last few games?
Italy's going to go deeper than. Oh well, I had them in a quarter. They could go to the semi.
I have them in the final.
Italy looks really good. Germany looks very convincing, and everybody else kind of. I mean, we'll have to wait and see on the French. If they can dispatch Portugal, then it's like okay, they're on. They're gonna make this run. They're gonna do what people thought they were gonna do.
Yeah, the four teams that I have that could possibly make up the semifinal are Italy, Belgium, the Netherlands, and maybe Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the Netherlands are going to end up being my dark horse. I mean, it looks like they might end up being matched up against Germany.
Yeah, I think I overlooked them. Yeah, I overlooked them pre-tournament. I thought that something was going to happen with that Croatia England. I thought that Croatia and England were just going to.
I have Netherlands playing Germany.
That's what I had. I don't know if that's how it's going to match up now because it looks like Germany might make a little bit more of a push.
I misspoke. Yeah, I have them in that against the Germans, but I have the Germans beating them up.
I have the Germans.
It's unfortunate for them that they're matched up against.
Oh wait,
Germany.
Look at me though. I have Wales, Denmark.
Me too.
Good for us.
Look at that, us. Huh?
Wow.
I have Wales beating Denmark, but I'm kind of regretting my decision right now.
I'm sitting down. I'm not looking very good on the bottom there. I got Turkey and Russia.
Yeah.
I was like Russia. I just thought that they would squeak one out playing in Russia. All that nonsense.
We will never see those players ever again.
Yeah, they're gonzo.
Yeah, Finland.
Send them to the gulag.
Send them to the gulag.
Yeah, they were saying last time they had tea at the Kremlin.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, they're not going back.
You'll have
not this time.
Some gulag.
Yeah, and I had Croatia
KGB
and Poland sitting
door.
down there too, so we'll see. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air now at this point. My bracket's all messed up.
I mean, I think all of our. Well, who was your champion? Italy or England?
England.
Yikes, that's bad.
Yeah, sorry,
that was
boys.
a bad pick.
Gareth Southgate, you're a bum.
Brennan's got him in the semifinal too. Which
I got them in the finals.
Yeah,
I have them in the finals.
Yeah, against France. So that's looking ahead. I don't know. I think betting man definitely says take the over. Real quick, just take the over in that France Portugal game.
I agree.
I think that's going to be a game they have to be scoring. They have to be doing something.
Both teams want a result there.
And if you lose that, you're stuck in third place guaranteed, and you want to make sure you got goals under your belt.
Yes.
Granted, they have enough points. I think that they go on no matter what, but you're still you're gonna want them. You're gonna want them under your belt.
I'll take the under on Poland, Sweden. I'll say that right now. I don't think Poland could pull it off.
That'll be tight.
Oh, that's gonna be like a heavy juiced under 2 line, right? Because Sweden hasn't given up a goal in like forever,
and Poland's not scoring.
And Poland,
If Lewandowski was doing what people thought, myself included, thought he was gonna do different, but he's looking slow.
Yeah.
All right, I'll say it right now. I'll be the one to say it. I'll take Czech. I'll take the Czechs on the money line here.
Oh, sure thing.
I will take the Czechs on the money line.
Forget England. Forget those fools.
Yeah, sorry, Tom.
I like that. I like that pick.
Home.
I like that pick.
I think that's a good pick. Honestly, I look at that and I might take a draw on that game. Just a 1-1. Just kind of a sit back, don't lose your spot type of game. That's kind of how I see them coming out. Right. Sort of like how they played against Croatia in that first game. I know that they switched things up against Scotland, but that sucked. They're going to have to change that lineup again. I honestly, I just look at them really just playing conservative. I don't think that they want to lose a game. I don't think they're worried about winning. I think they just don't want to lose.
What about the Germans? I want to call that game a total lock.
Oh.
But do they Did they change their lineups?
Call it the lock.
Did they change?
Call it the lock.
I'll lock that.
Lock it in.
Yeah,
Lock it in, Andy.
That's got to be a lock.
All right, he said it.
No.
You heard it here.
All right, I'll ride with you. I'll ride with you, Andy. I'll lock him in.
That's the one.
Germans on the money line.
Even the Germans taking a little bit of a different approach, resting some players. I still think it's the machine is the machine.
Yeah.
Is the machine. It's running on all cylinders. Because when they go to training, everybody's like, damn, I want to be on this. Damn, I want to be on the field.
Yep.
I want to be playing with them. I want to be scoring goals out there. It's not, and they have the depth. It's not that they don't. So even if they put their 1A, even if they call it a B, yeah, lock that in.
All right. You heard it here first from Andy.
Yep.
Vacation
All right.
Andy.
And then
his tie-dye shirt.
we got Spain, Slovakia.
I got Spain on the money line.
I'm
for
too
sure.
scared to touch that one because I think the Slovaks could do it.
Yeah.
I think they could
so?
tie. I think they could tie
All right.
and maybe even win. But
I don't hate that.
That one's scary to me.
I'm not scared of it. I'm riding high right now.
I'm not scared of nothing. I'm Nick. I ain't scared of nothing.
I
I'm scared of shit.
No, that's true.
Maybe some Slovaks though if they come to my house and
Yeah, I mean they'll take your
if they
face
shake you
right
down.
off,
Yeah,
bro.
that wouldn't be fun.
And then the only other two games we know for sure are there's Wales, Denmark, Italy, Austria, Saturdays. So I'm honestly riding Denmark.
Oh yeah,
I'm
me too.
riding Denmark.
Yeah, I like
man.
that a lot.
I just that
100% on Denmark.
I'm the guy that hates the word momentum more than like life itself. But they're riding, man. They're playing as a team. They got that energy. They're riding behind a specific cause. I love everything that's
For a
happening
guy who
there.
hates momentum, you're really on the momentum train.
I'm just trying really hard not to say the word. And then Italy, Austria. I think we're all on Italy there as well.
Yeah.
First,
It's too bad because that Austria team's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, that's gonna
It's
be
going to be a
exciting.
very fun game.
That's the game I'm afraid to touch. I'm afraid to touch that game.
Well, just because you got so much
I got an emotional
so
stake
much
in the game.
emotional state on Italy. Your reputation's on the line.
Yeah, I can't bounce back from that.
My rep.
And looking into the future for us here too, with the Euros getting into the knockdown rounds, shortening down a little bit. I definitely want to see us. We're going to be getting into some of that transfer window talk. It'll be good to kind of start talking about what might happen. I know that there's been a couple rumors around Man City potentially putting out a $100 million offer for Kane. It seems like both teams have denied that that's offer been out there, but we're going to start seeing a lot of that stuff happening soon now that the Euros are getting in where we're not going to be having 3, 4, 5 games a day.
Who did Wijnaldum just sign for?
Barcelona.
Barca, yeah.
No, sorry. PSG. PSG hijacked the transfer.
Oh.
He was dead set. All he had to do was his medicals.
Was sign
the contract for Barcelona. PSG came in and just dropped a bag of money on this guy.
11th hour.
You know what, Barcelona? Fuck you. I'm going to Paris.
Yeah.
He wants to wear those Air Jordan.
Damn.
Yeah.
He wants to wear those Air Jordan Balmain.
And then,
black
we want to
jerseys.
talk about if we think what we think Ramos is going to be doing. Is he going to?
Oh yeah, that was
kind of brittle. Let's definitely we'll get into that stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get into that stuff next week because we'll have a little bit more time. I think that's going to be it for us today before we get ourselves all jacked up and hot in the seats again talking about the transfer window. Like we said, don't ride RB ever. We will be having that on the VAR.
Unless he's psychoanalyzing himself like he was.
Psychoanalyzing himself.
He's already doing it.
It's kind of crazy. I honestly don't believe it or trust myself at all.
He's speaking in the third person.
I'm talking into the mirror right now, trying to talk myself out of taking my own bets again, like I did last week.
I'm gonna do a wellness check on RB.
You're gonna have to check on me. Don't worry though. When we're back in the studio on Monday, everyone's even on Monday, so I'll be even again.
All right, we are the
That's
Linesmen.
us.
So long.
Peace.